Guys, good evening. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Welcome to today's live stream. We'll be out here for a short while, kinda around 20 minutes, and we'll be done. These are those days that the streets are very slow, no movements. No movements on the streets. I don't know what you think about no screen. Guys, so of course Mura Senso is in Nairobi. Hey, Mura Senso is in Nairobi doing too much. What is wrong with Mura Senso? Can you imagine making more than the Kenya's president, but you still crave attention? Oh, Nairobi teacher, thank you so much for tuning in. I see you. Island girl, thank you. And Keisha, thank you for tuning in. Guys, can you imagine making more than the Kenya's president, but you still crave for attention? Oh, I'm a YouTuber. Check me out. Mure Senso can do too much, honestly. So let's start with the Lambo girl. Lambo girl went to Instagram, and this is what he said over there. Let me check it out. Let me check it out, and I read for you. This is what deemwango said on Instagram. I she shared a video. She was on the construction site, and this is what she said. Guys, the foundation is taking a lot of money, and I feel like looking for a bush and shouting. There's always this meme, kinda, let me say so, quote unquote meme, that when you're going through a lot, you go to an empty room or a bush or a forest to scream, like to release the life pressure, life struggles, whatever you're going through. So that is what deemwango said. But now she contradicted herself when she came out here. Hey, of course, with the urge of begging for donations. Of course, this is what she has been doing currently, begging for donations, basically. So in this time that she was activating for donations, I was like, deemwango, is that what you're doing in the bushes? Let's listen to these parts.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for
Really
loving us.
appreciate.
The haters, when they see you supporting us like this, they just diarrhea in the bushes. They have no chance. This year, you just have to get used to the diarrhea in the bushes.
Give us that caption.
deemwango, is that what you're doing in the bushes? Guys, is that what deemwango is doing in the bushes? Because she was ranting, she's still ranting on Instagram, basically telling people how construction is super expensive. She really wants to get somewhere that she can release the stress. Basically the bushes. She's going to David Jr.'s live stream, not live stream, but video, to tell people that, oh, the haters will be doing this and that. But of course, the only people that will be falling for that BS are the likes of Jamaican Uncle. I saw Jamaican Uncle right now. He just premiered a video. The guy went to an hardware to buy cement, and you can clearly tell that Jamaican Uncle is broke. Hey, broke. Seriously broke, because of course you know that Jamaican Uncle is not that kind of a person to come out here and buy like 10 pieces of 10 bags of cement. That is not the kind of a person. But when you see Jamaican Uncle buying barely 20 bags of cement, you know that the guy is running dry. Jamaican Uncle is one of those people that will buy deemwango's tactics of begging. Oh, guys, when you donate to me, these These parasites will be going to the bush to whatever Mwango said. I don't want to, probably you're eating. So for Mwango to come out here and say that, it's just to woo slow people. I'm sorry to say this, but the likes of Jamaican uncle, because for you to see a Jamaican uncle running, but it's not only that video that made Jamaican uncle to go and buy the cement. Yesterday, I think it was on David Jr.'s video, Dimongo told Jamaican uncle to surprise her. Can you imagine? That is so sad. Can you imagine I approach one of you and I'm like, island girl, surprise me with a bag of cement. That is being pushy, like too much. That is doing too much. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We'll just be out here for a short while. MLTS experience. Thank you so much, Kerry Joe Jailan, Nairobi teacher Keisha. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I know today I'm faceless. I'm so tired with my poor quality. Today I spent the entire day trying to do a setup here and there, but it's still not working. But I'm working on it. That is terrible. Oh my goodness, I can't stand. I'm also tired, just like you guys. Hey, you guys have been writing to me like Neo. We beg. So Asha Ash, thank you so much. Gracie Griffins, thank you. So guys, Dimongo is in the bushes. Construction, the girl is activating on a very high level. And
Yeah, guys, that's why that I always say, for me, I wanna bring someone who is so serious, who will guide what I have. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
David Jr., what kind of a person are you looking forward to bring? David Jr., what kind of a person? Guys, if you know, you know what I'm trying to say. David Jr. is basically, they were having this conversation of how David Jr. is very keen to bring a woman, or rather a wife, that will be taking care of things that he has acquired, of course, through donations. What else? But something that I got from that is the fact that she he was trying to portray himself as this person that I really worked hard. I have this. I want a very not even ambitious, but a wife. This kind of a wife that can come over and be doing this kind of taking care of my properties, this and that. And I was like, I see what you're trying to say. I don't know if you remember that time that congratsmum was not feeling well. You remember that time, guys, that Machete guy had harmed congratsmum hand? You remember that time? David Jr. came out here and told people that, oh, I will not be marrying. I will make sure. She told the mom, I will make sure that I marry a black girl that will take care of you. I don't know if you remember that kind of a drama, because Congrats mom went to Marwa's place to heal, take care of herself, to heal because of the hand, but that hand still seems to have a problem. I know I'm diverting on a very high level, but just saying, I feel like the hand still, it never healed. Because, of course, you know, these people do not go to hospital. Although we saw once in a while, they were going to hospital, but for the most part of it, Congrats mom was using these medicinal herbs, traditional herbs, which I don't know. Let me not be super controversial, but I honestly believe that when it comes to bone fracture, that kind of a thing, you need to go to hospital. When you see Congress mom's hand, it's still swollen. How long has it been? Guys, how long has it been since Congrats mom had the hand? Like, since, I don't know if it was a fracture, broken or something. So that time that she went to the villa to heal, you remember the Argentinian parasite was not taking care of her in terms of maybe bringing food, water. Davyjnr would go to their home, cook and bring it to the mom. Can you imagine? And you're staying in your son's home. So for Davyjnr to be coming out here and telling Mwango, I'm looking for this kind of a girl that will be taking care of my property, I felt like he was throwing shade towards the Argentinian parasite. It was a whole lot discussion, but for me, um, I feel like he was kind of trying to throw shade at Rocio, because of course, Rocio together with the mom, they don't see eye to eye at the moment. I don't know if you watched yesterday's video live stream. I don't know if you were out here, you watched the live stream or you watched later, because we were talking about congratsmum going to like the comments that were that were disappointed about Rocio. For example, there was a comment where a person said that, Congressmam, you need to tell your son Marwa to be careful with this Rocio, because Rocio's intentions doesn't seem to be pure. Congressmam liked that comment. A lot of shady comments. Maybe you want to go back and check. If you didn't watch that video and you're interested, you can go and check it out, because it was messy. So that is what is happening. Jamaican uncle is running up and down, here and there, hey, buying cement. Guys, I'm telling you, it's too much out here. So that guy, I believe that he will be like, people will be contributing towards the air ticket for Jamaican uncle to go back to the US, because there is something about that kind of a thing where you're forced to donate to someone to go back to their home country. Most of the times happens in the coastal parts of the country, because that is where we stay. Like, it's like Vegas in the US, because that is where the life, yani high-end luxurious life, and that is it. And that is where you find do they call these people Kenya Kimbo or something, Muzungu something? Like, someone comes with their retirement money, like they're super rich, they come to the coastal parts of Kenya. I'm sorry to say this, but you just find some people, it could be girls, it could be men, they're waiting for this kind of people. They eat your money. You see the way Marwa and deemwango are eating Jamaican uncle's money? That is how they squander the money of these people. So I honestly believe that one of these days, Jamaican uncle will be out here activating for air tickets to go back to the US or Jamaica. Thank you so much, Aarondante and Vico Real, for tuning in. Congressmam is not to be trusted. RNM said that, does Jamaican uncle not have friends and family? He's so desperate for these families' attention. It's so sad, honestly. I know we always come out here and we are like, okay, let him do whatever he wants to do, blah, blah, blah. But I honestly believe that. Oh my goodness, what is that? Oh my goodness, what is that? Oh, I think, what? Guys, but I honestly believe that when someone gets to a certain age, I think your child should be consenting to your bank account, your bank transactions. By watching what is happening in that villa, the funds to these people, honestly, I believe that should be a very strong consideration. When you come, when you approach certain age, probably 70, and it does not even apply to Jamaican uncle alone. Guys, this applies to most of the parents we have, they become gullible, not only to scammers like deemwango, who comes out and tells people, oh my goodness, if you come out here and you're like, if you donate to us, the hearers will be going to the bushes to do this and that, blah, blah, blah. Most of the people that are approaching probably 80, 70, 80, it depends with their IQ, because there are some people who will get to 100 and they are still very sharp. But I strongly believe that above 70, eh, I don't want to get too real out here to be too open, but there is something common about Kenyan, not Kenyan, some, a few. I don't want Kenyans to come for me, but there is this thing about some Kenyan parents. They're like, oh, my daughter, my son, send me some money. You go back home and you're like, where did this money go? They take it to the church. I'm not against the church. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm not Mura saying so. I believe in God. But when people get to a certain age, I believe that they get vulnerable, gullible to scammers and people that are super convincing. So maybe maybe we should consider, guys, when we are approaching our 80s, let our children um, let our children consent to what we transact, to our finances, because we cannot be doing what Jamaican uncle is doing in the village. Guys, to be super honest, we cannot be doing that. Island girl, you say that behind the bushes, the tents, the curtains, no problem. Guys, kindly like the live stream. We are almost done. We'll get to Mura Senso and we call it a day. Jamaican uncle needs a family guidance. I agree, 100%. The guy is in the hardware. What do we call? At the moment, Jamaican uncle is in the hardware buying cement, but you can tell the guy is already broke. He bought, I don't think it was close to 20 bags. Under duress, because you're staying in deemwango's family's home, deemwango is out here telling you, you need to surprise me. That is what she told Jamaican uncle yesterday. Jamaican uncle surprised me. David Jr. surprised me. And that is why Jamaican uncle had to go and buy the cement. So, I agree. I second your opinions, guys. It's high time the family intervenes. It's actually annoying to me because that's our US taxpayers' money is also using for that shady gang. We should shut off his social security pension. It's so sad, honestly. We just come out here as reactors, and we give our opinions. But for a second, guys, for a second, can you imagine that this is your parents? Just imagine. Or it's you. Just imagine. It's so sad. You work since before you even turn 18 years, you're working. But you come out here and you give someone like Mura Senso 10,000 USD, and this guy is not even refunding you. As if that is not enough, you're literally constructing a home for the same people. Uh, I think it's even excusable, honestly, to give people who doesn't have. But for, hey, oh my goodness, someone come for Jamaican uncle. The guy is going through it. Kerry George, maybe TTG will pay for Jews tickets. Probably. Okay, does Jamaican uncle not have friends? I don't think they know this is what he's doing because they would have intervened, honestly. Patricia, thank you so much for tuning in. I see you. Uh-huh. Oh, he bought 25 bags. I don't think it was even 20 something. Oh, thank you so much, Patricia, for tuning in. I see you. Guys, let's go to Mura so then we call it a day. You'll just pardon me, guys, because today we are going up and down. Life. Let me remove this one. Guys, just a polite request. I hope you liked the live stream, and I really appreciate for tuning in today. Let's go to Mura Senso. Mura Senso is in the city. There is something that was just so funny to me. Mura Senso. Let me share this part. So there's a point, as I said, Marwa was basically roaming around Nairobi, just looking for attention. And I'm like, Rocio, you're not giving your unofficial husband attention. Mura is surrounded by let me say, people who are doing their thing, deemwango, I think she's doing better than Mura Senso. Davyjnr does not pay a damn mind to Mura Senso himself. And the unofficial wife thinks that she's better than Mura Senso. So I think Marwa wanted that hype because, of course, the wife kicked out these people who comes for shout outs. So Mura Senso went to the city. Oh my goodness, I'm a celebrity. Oh my goodness, I am Mura Senso. Can you look at me? Look for me in Instagram, this and that, the king of beggars. Guys, the most funny part for me was the point where he was approaching someone. I think this person did not understand what Marwa was trying to tell him, but the guy was super confused because the guy told Mura saying, so you're high? Like that person believed that Marwa was high. That was so funny for me. Let me play that part. I know if you don't come from Kenya, you might not get it that much because this is how we move in Kenya, but I'll try to translate for you.
This guy's telling me he has a friend camera. Let's go to his friend. Me, I'm following. Niaje brother? Nimeambia huyu asalimiane wasee, akasema wewe ndio unajua kusalimiana.
Wako wapi wasee?
Na mimi unajua story kama hiyo main hapenia, nikajipata nimeenda majuu. Wasee waliambiwa, walikuwa wameambia mmoja aende, akasema mimi ndio naweza nikaenda.
So sasa yuko majuu.
Naendana. Naendana.
Sasa yuko hai, unajua hata ukiwa
Guys, this guy was telling Mura that I think Marwa did not explain himself well because Marwa was trying to tell this person that, there was this situation where, okay, let me start from the beginning. Marwa met this guy, another guy that Marwa wanted to use him for content because, of course, these people use people for content. But when it comes to other people using them for content, they will behave like they are super, like celebrities from where? Hey, let me take some water because this one was just so funny. Guys, I'll play another receipt later where Mura Senso was being interviewed by Mawira. Mura was so disrespectful. I don't know if you saw that video, but Mura was super, super disrespectful. Before we get there, let's get done with this. So that guy told Marwa to approach this guy because I think this guy is more eloquent or rather fluent in expressing himself. Maybe he likes the camera. And this guy was trying to understand Marwa because I don't think Marwa is okay. I don't think it's okay what Marwa is doing because Marwa goes around Nairobi telling people that I'm a celebrity. Just look at me. Look at my following. In Nairobi, let me tell you something about Nairobi. When you go around, you're trying to approach people. And I don't know, maybe it's coupled with how Marwa appears because, Marwa said in the same video that, me, I just appear the way I want to. I dress a street style. Can I say so? Like you have this kind of hair. He refers to the hair as dreadlocks, but these are locks. Mura said that when people see me with this kind of hairstyle, they assume that I'm a street worker, not what you think, but basically a hustler. Like you don't have anything, basically. So this person did not understand what Marwa was trying because you go around the city and you're trying to brag because that is what Marwa was doing in this video. People will believe that, or rather, people will think that you want to scam them. Yeah, because Nairobi is so different. Unfortunately, because of the thefts in the city, that kind of a thing, you just don't go to people. Oh my goodness, I'm a celebrity. I've gone to London. This guy thought that Marwa was high. this person, and that's why he's telling Marwa, so you're in New York, because Marwa, without even introducing yourself, even if you want to brag, you just have to go slowly, telling someone that, oh, I'm a YouTuber, I wanted you to check out me, subscribe, this kind of thing, But Marwa goes to you directly, approaches you, and starts bragging. Oh, I've even been to the New York, all this and that. And this guy was like, you're high or something? What is your problem?
To a high bundle
Hey,
from Matthew.
guys, I have a
Kenyans will understand.
more than 10 million. So this is how this. Asante, walai nimeshachukuliwa.
You're not going to be able to find this information.
What did I just? I thought this was an advert. How will we get back? Okay.
High, unajua hata ukiwa high bundle
Hey,
from Matthew.
guys, I have a friend here.
Yeah.
He's a colleague.
Hey guys, that is what was happening. The guy was like, oh my God, this Mura is high. That was just so funny. Guys, so a lot was happening in Nairobi. The guy was going around filming, even in places that you're not allowed to film, and trying to gaslight the security person. Oh, I'm a Kenyan. Oh, I didn't even I'm doing my thing, this and that. He's very lucky because probably the person that was calling him out for filming was nice, let me say so, because if he had met the wrong person, Mura would be in problems as we speak, because of course, you just don't go around filming. Marwa was trying to portray Kenya as this place that, oh, they are so backwards, you cannot even film on the streets, while that is not the case. Don't I don't know if you remember, but there was a time, I believe he was in what do we call what do we call this country that is occupied by black people mostly, but not all? I've forgotten the name, but this place where Mura was beaten, which was so sad, honestly. But for him to try and turn this situation to be about Kenyans being dramatic for no reason, because this askari, what do you call, security guy was telling him, I think it was the daddy, do not film. It's not allowed. And Mura went, hey, of course, lying to the audience. So I'm filming my own thing. You're a Kenyan. You don't have to be coming for me. I am supposed to be doing my thing. I'm allowed this and that. Hey, Marwa can lie. If you do not understand the language, Marwa will lie and you will believe what he's saying.
Is we have three, I'll say 3 zones of Nairobi. We have 3 zones of Nairobi. So let me explain. Number one, we have the slums. And every big city I've been to, even New York, they always have those like very bad places. Even Cape Town, even.
For the first time, Marwa, you're not trying to talk down on Kenya. You acknowledge, but you gave an African country as another similar country with ghettos or slums. Why? Let me look for that place, Kenya. I think that was a very common name. CCTV. Guys, I hope you're liking the video because we are almost done. This was the place.
Strict. But these days, because of maybe things, they have moved ACB. Hey, madam, napiga video yangu jamani.
But Marwa is really from the village. Guys, Marwa is from the village because that security lady is basically telling him that, hey, you cannot be filming in that place because there's a camera there. It's a bank. You do not film around a bank, because they'll need to know why you're doing that. You might be a scammer or even worse than that. So instead of Marwa even trying to understand, that appears to be a safer side. If I'm not wrong, I think it's along parliament areas there. It's safe. You can just approach the security person and you're like, what is the problem? No, no, no. Marwa does not do that. Marwa went ahead to tell the lady that na feel I'm filming my video, Jamani. Like that is so rural. I'm filming my video. Like Marwa, that is not the villa. That is not Gintu filming your gate. That is an institution. That is a company. You just don't go around. Like these people want other people to be following their rules, but they cannot adhere to rules in a public space. Let's continue listening to this travel commando.
Sijakosea mtu. Hey, he's saying there's a CCTV watch.
Sijakosea mtu in English means I've not offended anyone. That is what Marwa said. The lady told her that no, you cannot film. Mura, instead of asking why can't I film, he went ahead to say that I've not offended anyone. Marwa, it's not about offending anyone. It's about you filming the wrong places. What are you talking about? Marwa, you really get it. I meant Dominican Republic. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Who is that person that one of us just let me know? I think I've lost that comment. Yeah, Marwa was beaten up in Dominican Republic because of filming. I don't know, according to Marwa, he claims that he didn't film where he was not supposed to film. But if this is how he behaves, you film somewhere, you're told, no, Mura Senso, you cannot be doing that. You proceed and defend your nonsense. I will likely believe that you really messed up in Dominican Republic. Probably you are filming where you're not supposed to be filming, where you're not supposed to be filming. Guys, I don't know if you remember that video in Dominican Republic. It was super sad because the guy was beaten up by the police, like roughly. But instead of taking it as a lesson, here he's doing whatever he wants to do in Nairobi. I think he thought that Nairobi would be leaking, you know what. But you cannot be doing things that you're not allowed to do. So something else, of course, he met these kids. Everyone was begging on the streets. And that's why majority of you in the comment section were like, Neo, yeah, he met fellow beggars. Yeah, because at some point he was like, oh my goodness, I've never met people who beg like these people. And I'm like, have you seen your sister lately? Have you seen Lamborghini Mwango lately? The girl is begging in the bushes. Deemwango is begging, looking for a bush to scream because of the construction expenses. But something else, guys, that I still refuse to believe is that Deemwango does not have the money for construction. I still find it hard to believe because all those years, the girl was making views, like views, serious views, and you don't have the money. Like what? What were you using your money for? Guys, are you also surprised how Deemwango is begging and losing it about the construction? I don't know if you saw the Instagram. Maybe I'll post in my community post. Like the girl is going crazy because of construction, which is a fact, honestly. I don't know if it's something about Kenya or worldwide, but it's super expensive. Construction. You just wake up and you're like, I'm so tired in these rentals. You maybe you build a 1 bedroom. Hey, super expensive. I don't know if it's all over. It's so expensive. So you can imagine the mansion that Lambogard is building. Hmm. And the major donors like Jamaican uncle, who you would expect that he will go to you will go to an hardware. I don't know if that is where you buy your cement, but in Kenya, we buy cement in hardware. You would expect someone like Jamaican uncle who gave Mura Sensor 20,000 USD for the solar panels to buy maybe 500 bags of cement for deemwango. We just saw him. I don't know if that premiere is done, but I was just watching before I came out here. Jamaican uncle buying 20 cements of bag, and that is one of the donors that deemwango probably, was depending on in terms of donations. I understand deemwango for rat to be looking for a bush to scream and then coming out here to blame, or rather to to claim that reactors would be crying in the bushes because people are donating to her. So, Lucy, thank you so much for tuning in. You said that say someone that does not allow others to film his compound. These people are ridiculous, I'm telling you. Filming around a bank, looking like yeah, by the way, money haste 2.0. Probably that security person saw Mura in, she was like, oh my goodness, is this Tokyo? Not Tokyo. Tokyo was a girl. What was the name of these men? Yeah, by the way, Marwa can be rough sometimes. Nairobi teacher, thank you so much for being around. You said that he said Apail is part of CBD. Yeah, that video was just messy, especially if you're a Kenyan. You see him taking people on a tour in Nairobi and you're like, Marwa, do you know what you're talking about? What do you mean? And something else, I was like, okay, maybe content creation, when you're going outside there to create content, that is something common because that is around the 10th or 20th video that he has done in Nairobi CBD. I think Mura is lucky because by now he has created this fan base that will watch anything that he uploads. Because if you want, I'm not trying to decampaign Mura's hustle, but I'm just saying that if you want to get a proper tour of Nairobi, there are better content creators that can pull it. Like you'd think you're in Nairobi. Mura Sensor was basically in 2 or 3 streets. And he's talking about Nairobi, like a picture of Nairobi. Oh, Mura Sensor, come on. Lucy, he knows what he's doing, just being a drama king. The attention seeking was super loud for Mura Sensor. He really wanted people to recognize him as this big YouTuber. He told people that I'm a celebrity. I never knew Mura Sensor is a celebrity. Mura Sensor. Personally, I know Mura to be a YouTuber, not a celebrity. Pala, thank you so much for tuning in. You're greeting us. Gracie Griffins, thank you. You said Mura is the Lulu. Mura Sensor is a typical villager. Na film video yangu. What did he say? Na film jamani. Na film video yangu jamani. You think the security person cares? The security person was like, Mura Sensor, can you leave? What are you doing? And Mura was like, na film video yangu jamani. Nairobians don't care. They do not. They do not. Just do the right thing and keep moving. You stand and you're trying to maybe to brag to someone, or you're trying to be too friendly. I don't know how to explain this, but the first thing I'll think of you is you're a thief. You want to scam me or something. Because what are we talking about? Just greet me. If I know you, the conversation proceeds. If I do not, keep moving. But Mura would approach someone and he's like, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a celebrity. Check out my Instagram account. I've been to New York, Jamaica. That is weird, especially for someone that has traveled. Can you imagine, Kerry George? You don't know me. You don't know me like when you meet me on the streets. I'm just like Kenya. I'm someone you've never met. I'm not neotrends, I'm someone somewhere. I approach you and I'm like, I don't even know your name. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a celebrity. Check out my Instagram account. I've been to New York. You'd think that probably I'm high or I want to scam you or something. And that is why one of the persons on the street was like, you're high? Are you high or something? Yeah, deemwango is just activating. Gracie, does the Lulu Marwa watch? Lucy, thank you. Who else? She spent a lot of money and didn't make that much. Construction is expensive. Yeah, RNM is responding to my question because I was like, guys, do you really believe deemwango is broke? Because to me, I was like, I really don't believe she's broke because this girl has been making views. And don't forget that the Marwas, the Mwangos are very unique. That one you have to give it to them. They upload a video every single day. Every single day. And you're making good views. You're supposed to be almost a millionaire in dollars. Honestly. But for you to be begging, you're not even done with the foundation, not even done. You barely started the foundation of that villa and you're begging. Like what? Fakere is in the building. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Lovu, thank you. Lovu, are you a South African because of the name? Oh, no. I think South Africans are referred to as Ndlozi. I don't know if Lovu is also a South African. Thank you so much, Fortunate, for tuning. Oh my goodness, for tuning in. I appreciate your presence. Oh, I can't even remember where I said that. Fekere, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. Let the idiot subscribers build the rich mansion. And don't forget that deemwango came out here and told people that I'll not be welcoming anyone in my villa. But when she is collecting the donations, she's like, yeah, this is your villa, this is your villa. The people that are falling for them will see long days. Anne Brown, thank you so much for tuning in. You said my sister D has her money, but she wants to use other people's money. Is village slapping and city slapping the same? Oh, yeah. By that, I saw Marwa saying that he wants to slap a child on the streets. I think I heard something like that because there was a street kid begging for some money from Mura Sensei, and Mura was pissed. He was like, I will slap you. He was telling the street kid, I will slap you. This is someone that is always out here. Oh my goodness, if you feel my son and you want to slap a kid on the streets, I don't care. Whether he was begging this and that, you don't have any right to slap a child. Whether this kid is a street child or not, you do not have any right to do so. I think I had something of that kind, but I stand to be corrected. And I was also surprised when he was speaking in a, can I say, third person speech or something, because he was like, probably that is why people were going on a strike. And I'm like, Marwa, but I always see you uploading on your Instagram, uh, painting yourself like this person who is always on the forefront in the demonstrations that you always do, trying to bring change to the country. But when he was speaking in Nairobi, you can tell that he doesn't care about what the country is going through. He's not part of the change. You don't have to go to the streets, but at least you're supposed to know what's up. But of course, these people just pick anything they want to be part of a movement. But we always catch them on their lies. I'll not even be surprised that that is what happens, fake array. Guys, what else? I think we've talked about everything. David Jr. is looking for a wife who will take care of his. Last time I saw a celebrity. Are you serious, fake array? You said last time I saw a celebrity, I screamed. She said, shut up. I said, okay. Fake array, is that what happened? By the way, Kenyans, I don't think they are hyped when they see a celebrity. In Kenya, I don't know, maybe we are just toxic, but we always be like, there's no celebrity in Kenya. Like Kenyans, I think we are going through a lot because there was a time when the president came to a place that I was around, and people were just moving up and down like the president is not addressing the nation, not the nation, but the crowd there. Like Kenyans are just so unfazed. They, unless you're giving us money, that is when we'll give you attention. Unless you're giving someone money or maybe you're paying for medication, school fees, that kind of a thing. But if you're just bragging like Mura Senso on the streets, did you see how Marwa was being approached by people on the streets that follow him, or rather that subscribe to his channel? They'll just wave and they be leaving. I'm very sure that Marwa was so shocked, like, why are these people not happy to see me? That is so funny, Fekere. RNM is different. RNM, yeah. I think RNM is responding to my statement that deemwango should be a millionaire in dollars because I tried to compare them with the YouTubers in the US that barely makes the same views as D and Mura Senso. And you see these people own properties. But of course, I think that is a very wrong measure to compare because you never know, maybe they take loans to buy these properties. Yeah, I think I'm wrong about that. RNM, yeah, that's a good challenge, honestly. In millions, you must be making, that is around 100 million Kenyan shillings for you to make $1 million. And RNM, don't forget that they make or they use, but around 10,000 USD, which is a million Kenyan shillings per year. Let's just make an estimate. Is this even a right thing to do? But yeah, public information. Together with the donations that they do not declare out here that I received this amount, together with the this and that, maybe a million Kenyan shillings, plus or minus maybe 50,000 Kenyan shillings. So a million Kenyan shillings times 12 months, that is 12 million Kenyan shillings per year. Times how many years? Mura has been out here for 10 good years. I think 9. That is more than 100 million. Because of course, Marwa will always come out here and tell people, because I remember there was a time that he said when he was still in Colombia, there was a time that he had 10 million Kenyan shillings in his bank accounts before he started traveling. They got money, honestly, but for deemwango, it might not be the case because, she used to live large, this and that. They can imagine they can come they can come close to that figure name, imagine. But they are out here activating like no one's business. Pala said that she's broke. She sell the BMW to Star Building. By the way, where is that car? I've not seen it for a while. Dee might be putting her money in stocks and shares. I don't think she has that kind of knowledge. Am I reaching with that? But Kerry George, I don't see it. I don't see it being possible. Sing, you're greeting us. Thank you so much for tuning in. She desperately needs a financer. But she said that the Polish guy is super rich. He should be flexing now, sending some good money. What happened to the Polish guy? Griffin's deemwango isn't broke, but she doesn't have the millions to build the mansion. Yeah, I don't think she's broke, honestly. RNM, I don't see that being the case because, and if that is the case, then she must have been conned by one of these fake boyfriends or something because to make such amounts and you're broke, that is crazy. Kerry George, RNM, yes, I'm trying to make a joke, but it failed. Niger Daughter is in the building. Thank you so much, Niger Daughter, for tuning in. I see you. Singh said that Mwango is a pathological liar. They have money. I also believe that Mwango has the money. Honestly, this girl has been making views every single day. There was even a time that she said she had 20 million Kenyan shillings. She wanted to buy an apartment in Nairobi. You remember that time that they used to hang around with the what do we call this Kenyan YouTuber? Yeah, that one that they went to Jamaica together. Uh-huh. Yeah, she claimed to have 20 million Kenyan shillings in her account. She wanted to buy an apartment in Upper Hill, Kenya. These people got money. Uh-huh. Lucy said that Kenyans have something else. Did you not see them throw a shoe at? You'll never get the attention of Kenyans that easily. That easily, no. Unless you're trying to bring revolution to the country, this and that. Unless you're doing something significant. Otherwise, you're just a nobody. Kenya is so different. I don't know if you check the internet about Kenyans. We are always trending like every single day because of one or two reasons. I believe that Kenya is one of the most unique country in terms of social life, political life, because when it comes to politics, even children are political. Like, we are so invested in politics. Our social life is so different. What else? A lot. It's hard for celebrities to be friends with regular people. Any expression of need or desire, they think you're dry begging. And Niger Daughter, guys, I hope you've liked the live stream because we are coming to an end. Nays, thank you so much for tuning in. You're greeting us. I think this is the first time I'm reading your comments on the live chat section. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And of course, if you're watching and you've never come to the comment section, to the live chat section, guys, why are you not on the live chat section? You're always free to share your opinion. You don't have to agree with everything that we discuss. Just let us know what you think. But of course, just watching, that is support enough. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She paid money to buy a By the way, that is the problem with deemwango because, of course, it's been history with deemwango when it comes to these men. deemwango. So maybe just to highlight, you remember Ponte when they broke up, she came out here claiming that, oh my goodness, that person would barely buy you. I don't even want to mention. Same to the Philippine guy. Oh my goodness, that guy I opened, but I remember there you could be very right about that because can you imagine when she broke up with the Filipino guy, this girl paid the boyfriend to quit the job. They traveled together and she was paying for everything. She opened a business for the parents. All these things, not easy, not cheap, not cheap. Auntie, your greeting, Niger daughter, sing you. They feel compelled to give you money. Okay. Uh-huh. They don't have that USD money, trust me. But they're considering the kind of content that they push, because for you to travel, air tickets, I don't know about the countries that they travel to, but you're just moving from Kenya, you're going to maybe Rwanda. I think even East African countries is cheaper, but you're moving maybe to South Africa, to Southern African countries, Western Africa, they are super expensive. When you're buying a ticket, sometimes, I don't think this is often, but most of the times you're buying a ticket in Kenya, you want to go to Ghana or Nigeria, although it's far, a time difference of 3 hours. But I'm trying to say that sometimes you buy a ticket for you to move from one end of African country to the other end, the same continent, is the same amount as you buying a ticket to move from Kenya to the US. If you're buying the direct flight from JKIA to JF Kennedy, can you imagine? But that lifestyle is not that cheap. But of course, you know, these people got some serious donors. In the latest video, deemwango said that there is someone that bought, I think, 200 bags of cement. This is what he said. The guy used to buy her tickets, to and fro tickets. They should be having money, even if they don't. That should be studied. That is serious work, crazy work. Deemwango and Marwa are thieves, 100%. Corn stalks. I didn't understand you, Fakere, the Polish guy. Nothing will make me believe that that guy is rich. Of course, we never know the financial position of people, but we are just like, that guy, he appeared to be a schoolboy. Don't forget to donate your likes, guys. When was the last time she pulled 50,000 views? That is Fake Ere asking. I think when something happens, like maybe she's doing the construction, the beginning, you know, nowadays she's using some serious clickbaits. Oh, this and that. She makes, even now, she's pulling some views, but 50,000, barely. But don't forget that even if it's 40,000 views, that's around 30,000 Kenyan shillings, or 40,000 Kenyan shillings. That's around $400. Can you imagine? Good money. Hujambo neotrends, Jambo Merimo, thank you so much. Guys, we should be winding up. Deemwango and Marwa, like others, use people's money 100%. Oh, yeah, Niger daughter, during your birthday, we were out here celebrating you. I had to come out there and call you, but I think you were busy. Happy belated birthday, but trust me, we were out here celebrating your birthday. Can you imagine? We love you so much out here. Thank you for tuning. Thank you for tuning in today, Nace. Yeah, my first time for sure. Thank you so much, Nace. Thank you. NT said that Kenyans will never ever care about celebrities. If they can throw a shoe at the sitting president, you can imagine how irrelevant you are to Kenyans. Yeah, Kenyans, you are super, super different. Super different. You meet someone, a celebrity, you just continue with your work. Like, what is the problem with us? NT, what is our problem, honestly? Could we be going through tough times that has made us be like, why is that trending because of the injustices, this and that? Yeah, it's unfortunate, honestly. Niger. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I think we can call it a day. Yeah, I was so surprised that we could not reach you. In fact, we were planning to surprise you, not like join you during your live stream, but I noticed that you didn't come out on a live stream that day. But we celebrated you. I hope you enjoyed your birthday, and we wish you many, many more. May you live to blow 1,000 candles. Happy belated birthday to Niger. Kenyans are too busy and booked. They don't have a problem, just no time for vain celebrities who don't put food on their table. Yeah. I think even the people that always tries to hype the likes of Marwas, it's because they're just looking for shoutouts. That is why you see them in the villa. Oh my goodness, Marwa, I've always been looking forward to see you, to meet you. We are not like that. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you so much, Niger daughter. Thank you so much for Nairobi teacher. Nairobi teacher, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. These are reactors. Kindly make sure to always be checking them out. Make sure to subscribe on their channels and turn the notification bell on so that you don't miss whenever they upload. Amazing creators out here. You'll never get bored, you know. Thank you so much. Shayla Ransom, thank you so much for tuning in. I see you. Guys, that was it for today. I'm sorry about the no face, no show, no face, but we'll be back on our normal reactions tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in, irregardless. You guys are the best. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, guys, bye. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Until tomorrow. Thank you so much for my moderators, Island Girl, RNM, Fake Ray, and Lucy. I think Lucy was out here. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you so much. 1 hour? What? Bye, guys. You can wave, you can like as you leave. I'll see you tomorrow. Passage Finder. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Patricia Mumbo, you said, I wonder why Marwa is in Nairobi. But they didn't share why he went to Nairobi, but trust me, Patricia Mumbo, trust me, tomorrow we'll know why, because of course, you know, Marwa will always tell you what's up. Marwa is an open book. He doesn't know how to keep a secret. We will know. As early as tomorrow, I believe we will know what's up. Ifoma, Neotrends, my dear friend. Ifoma, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate your presence. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Let me leave. Thank you. Thank you so much.